Hi, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, which is episode 20, I'm going to be carrying on with the sliding door and rear hatch, getting them refitted, making sure they fit correctly, and then addressing all the issues I've got with the bodywork on the van, and prepping that and getting that ready for final paint, as well as the two doors. That fits really nicely now, nice and flush all the way around. Got a good gap up here, got to do a little bit of filler work here and a bit here to try and even the gap up at the bottom here. But other than that, it's really nice. So the next thing I want to do is finish the bodywork off on the bottom of the B post and get this gap really nice. I think I'm happy now with the profile of all of this. I've got nice gaps all the way around, as you saw when the door was on. This is all feels nice. So what I've got to do now is sort this area out, because as usual you think you've done everything, you think you've sorted all the rust problems out, and then I've noticed that I've got quite a big nasty area of rust over here, and also the side cover that sits on here, the channel that it sits in, most of it is missing. I've got flakes of rust etc. here. There should be a channel that runs along most of the length, but instead I've got a small bit here and a small bit here. So I need to sort that out, and unfortunately to do all of this I'm going to have to take this window out. So that's going to be my next job. Now with the window out, we can see some of the rust that I've got to deal with. I've got an area, a hole here that I'm going to have to cut out, And I've got quite a bad bit here as well, and a couple of other spots along the way. This is probably the worst one. And then I've got to put these new side cap channels in. Well, now that I've had a good chance to have a poke around here and really assess the rust, I can see that not just this patch, but I've got a big whole area here that needs replacing. There's an area here that's going to need sorting. There's holes here, here, another area there. There's a big hole here, and there's quite a lot at the bottom as well. So I've sort of like decided that it's not worth patching it because it's not going to sort all the rust out fully. The only way to sort this is to cut the whole lot out and replace it with a proper panel. So I've ordered one. It's this area all the way along here, and it's the two corners as well of the window. That should be arriving tomorrow. So as soon as I get that, I can cut everything out and get it welded in. Because at the end of the day, you know, if a job's worth doing, you might as well do it properly. You see so many of these buses with rust stains down the side, especially when it's raining. And it would be a real shame to do all the work that I'm doing on this and have that happen. So I'm going to cut it all out, treat it all, and replace it. Whilst I'm waiting for the new panel to arrive, I thought I'd have a go at block sanding the side door and the rear hatch. So I'm going to start off by going over it with the guide coat, and then I'm going to block sand it very roughly, quickly with 240 grit. Then I'm going to go over it with 400. whole door rubbed down. It's come out really well, apart from there's a couple of tiny little areas, low spots, and I'm going to fill the low spots with 3M glazing putty. So I'll do that, and whilst that's drying I'll move on to the rear hatch. Well, now I've got the doors finished, this package has just arrived. I'm assuming it's the side panel repair section. So these are the two window corner repair sections. Well, there's nothing in the box. It's empty. Well, that's no good, is it? Massive box and that. Just been on the phone to the company that I bought these off. Very apologetic. They're going to look into it. Hopefully they'll send me another one fairly soon. And this one came with no bag of Haribo, so hopefully I'll get 2 bags with the next one. But what this means is obviously I can't carry on with repairing that side panel, so I think what I'm going to do is move the bus across in the garage and then work on repairing the B-post on the driver's side. There's a bit of filler work that needs doing on that, so I think I'll crack on with that, get that done, and after that I might, if I've got time, have a go at block sanding the front panel. this episode, I want to get the front of the bus block sanded. I'm going to start off with 240 grit and then work up to 400. Right, well, that's all the block sanding of the front panel finished. That's going to be it for this episode. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Be safe, and I'll see you on the next one.